poolside.
What's up, you guys? OperationGamer here, coming back with another video today. And I thought I'd do things a little bit differently. I'm pretty sure if you watched my video yesterday, since this is coming out the next day, I kind of wanted to do some story times and just kind of tell you guys some stuff about my life and, things like that. But anyway, I guess today's story is more of a kind of a rant more than a story, but still, interesting story. Thought I'd let you guys know. This is one of the things that probably pisses me off most in my life. But anyway, if you guys like these kind of videos, like post commentary, gameplay in the background, all that kind of stuff. You guys want me to do these for POV videos or other story times or other things like that. And if you guys like story times in general, be sure to leave a like and also comment down below, if you guys want me to keep doing these types of videos. I will still be doing live streams and, let's plays and other things like that. But I thought these would be interesting to do on the sides. But anyway, let's get into this story. And, usually the general manager, pretty cool person. I know at the place that I work at right now, the general manager and I get along very well, and we're basically best friends at this point. I remember, actually, that'll be another story time, but just saying how awesome she is. But anyway, everyone who has ever worked at a certain establishment always has that one manager who always, has their stick up their ass, and always has to make sure everything's perfect and is really, really egotistical, if that makes sense. And I'm just gonna give her a name. We're just gonna call her Mary, because I don't want to give out real names, and that's just kind of stupid. But anyway, this one manager, no one liked, no one ever wanted to work with, no one ever got along with her, just no one liked her. And at some points, I would feel bad for her, but on other points, it's just hard. She would just do stuff. She would always micromanage you, making sure you were always doing your job right, always making sure that you basically, her mindset worked as in, if it's her way, if it's only her way, or it's no way. That basically kind of like that. If it's not done her way, then it's not right. Basically, you're an idiot. So, I've had to start working night shifts, as you guys already know. And I've had to work with her a lot. And at first, it wasn't that bad. Usually I just have earphones in and, she'd just leave me alone. But other nights would just get tougher. I remember there was this one night. I worked with a different manager this night. And, some people that I can actually tolerate. And we were sitting in the back. And there's the alarm system. Where you have to punch in your code and, the alarm will arm, and then you have to wait for 30 seconds to a minute, and then it'll arm, and then you can all leave the building. I don't know if you guys ever worked that kind of job, but it was that kind of alarm. And the manager at the time, she punches in her code, and we wait there, and after 10 minutes, the alarm wouldn't arm. And we were just so confused, and we were like, wait, what the hell's going on? So she tries again, but then it says invalid code. Bad things happen. So we contact the general manager, we contact other managers trying to figure it out. And basically, the problem was here, we didn't contact the stick-upper ass manager. We didn't contact Mary. So eventually, we just sat down, we just started talking about life and crap, and then it took 30 minutes, or 30 to 45 minutes, we were sitting there, and the alarm finally arms. And we're all excited, you're going, yes, finally, freedom! And we all just rush out the door. So anyway, I don't remember if it was the next day or a couple days after that. I was talking to another manager while we were working in the kitchen. Basically, this one manager, I've been friends with him since elementary school, so basically when I started the job, I already knew him, and I've been working there for a year, so, I'm already pretty cool with a lot of people there. So, I'm telling him, about what happened, and I was telling him, yeah, so the alarm wouldn't arm, and, I was just explaining what happened, and Mary is so nosy, and always has to eavesdrop on everything. And all of a sudden, she just walks in and goes, what happened? What happened? And I'm just like, oh my god. I just turned to her and go, okay, Mary, look. And my dumbass thought it was a good idea to tell her the truth. So I was just like, you know what? No, basically, we were sitting there for 50 minutes, and the alarm wasn't going off, and all this stuff. And she's sitting there just going, well, you could have contacted me. I stayed up till 4 a.m. because I knew you guys were going to need help. And my thought process was, Mary, you have literally been complaining to me every night how you always have to do these stupid night shifts and that you never get any sleep and blah 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 blah. And I'm just going, well, I'm sorry. And she turns a 5-minute conversation into a 15-minute lecture. And basically just going, well, you guys could have contacted me and blah blah blah. I'm just like, oh my god. You know what? Whatever. Anyway, she finally gets done talking about it, and she walks away. And I turn to the manager that I was actually having the conversation with, and I go, and she wonders why we don't call her first. But anyway, this story is going to be a little bit because it expands over a couple days. But anyway, so another thing that kind of annoyed me that day, and this is just like a span of like a bunch of different days, just because like I was just like I only want to give like a few examples on like why I'm just so angry at this manager. Anyway, so she's basically what we have to do for the night shift. We have to take back all the dishes from the kitchen, bring them in the prep room, wash them off, get them done, that kind of stuff. So I'm back there, and usually this manager does not help me one bit. She literally will take an hour or so doing her end of day stuff, which literally a normal person can do in like 15 minutes. And the thing is, and some people are like, well, their mindsets probably are different, but this person has been here the longest, so she should know what she's doing. Literally, I remember a couple nights ago, it literally took her 2.5 hours just to finish her end of day stuff, and I was just out there all alone getting no help, and we weren't even that busy. But, that's a story for another time. But anyway, so I'm sitting there, and she actually has her end of day stuff done. So, I would expect, okay, well, I need help with dishes, and, maybe she'll actually help me. She's out in the lobby doing something that's completely random, which is basically vacuuming and crap. Like, we literally do not have to do that. That is the 4 to 10's job. But she felt the need to have to do it all over again because, if it's not her way, then it's no one's way. And she's out there vacuuming, and I'm just sitting here just going, you know what? Whatever. I'm just going to do this stuff to get out of here. So I am getting all the dishes back. And, I'm trying to wash them and things like that. I'm trying to get all the stuff done we need to get done so we can get out of here, because her mindset is we need to get out of here at 3:15. And I'm just like, you know what? Okay, fine. I will help you do that. So I'm trying to get all the dishes done. And over my headset, I'm just hearing her, can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me? On stuff that she literally can do herself. She basically needed help moving the furniture, but putting it back. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you pulled it out yourself. But for some stupid reason, I care about my job. So I go out there and help her. I'm out there helping her, and she's trying to explain to me, she's like, well, I feel like I'm always the one doing everything around here. I'm just sitting here just going, Mary, whatever, I don't care. So I finally get done moving all the crap, and I go back and I do the dishes, and continue the rest of my night. That's not really the thing that annoyed me, though. The thing that really annoyed me was at the end of the night, there were these 2 boxes of donuts, right? So she starts opening one, and then asks me if I wanted one. And just keep in mind, this is around like 3:20, 3:30 at night. And, we're over her expectancy time, but, screw her, because she didn't help me. So I say, yeah, sure, why not? So she hands me a donut, and all she could say was how much she deserves the donut. Like, oh, I really deserve this donut. I work so hard, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, whatever. Continuing on to Monday night. That one was Sunday. So, Monday night, I've gotten to the point where these 8 to 4s, I literally walk in, and I'm just automatically annoyed. Like, I was like, oh, I have to work with Mary, and, it's just going to be a terrible night, and, all that kind of jazz. I get back there, and the first thing that I see when I turn the corner is Mary cornering the other manager. The manager that was there, that the alarm wouldn't arm for. Basically just cornering her and laying into her for not calling her. And I'm just sitting here just going, are you freaking kidding me, Mary? Like, what is wrong with you? So I just turned and I just walked away, and I'm just... And it's the funniest thing, because, like, every time she talks, I always think of, like, the Jeopardy theme. So every time she starts talking, I just start whistling, or humming, just like, do, 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 do. And everyone thinks it's just hilarious. Because, we're basically waiting for her to stop talking, because she will not shut the fuck up sometimes, and it's really freaking annoying. Anyway, that already started to annoy me. And so I'm just like, oh, well, I'm about to have another one of those nights. So fast forward to, I think it's like after my half, and I'm sitting in the back, and this other manager had to stay a little bit later, because usually how it would work is one manager would stay behind like the main manager. The main manager for the like the 4 to 10 would just stay behind and help with window, so me and Mary could take our halves. But then this other manager who was working window at the time was the one who, couldn't arm the alarm. And so basically she had to stay afterwards because we were getting super, super busy. So I'm just back there ranting to her. I was just like, yeah, I think I just need to get another job. And just like, basically just explain to her all this stuff. But anyway, that's not what this story is about. But anyway, fast forward. So it's about midnight. So we're pretty slow. And all of a sudden, I'm trying to come up with strategies so that I can get out of here later or earlier, so I can get out of here at 3:15 or whatever. So I start cleaning the grills at midnight. And cleaning the grills are a bitch. And I suck at them. But honestly, for how they looked, they were actually looking pretty good. But anyway, so while I'm cleaning the grill, all of a sudden she starts walking back, and she has a top of a coffee pot in her hand. And I'm just like, okay, what the hell is this about? So her basically her excuse or her reasoning for coming back is to go, look at how shiny I made this. I'm sitting here just going, what? Seriously? That's it? That's all you got? Oh, good. Do you want me to go? Do you want a medal? Because like I can make one in the office. I can make it out of paper clips and paper and plastic and crap. But it's just about as useless as the achievement you just showed me. But I was just angry. I'm just like, really? Ah, whatever. But like that didn't annoy me as much as the next part, because after I take my 10, the grills were looking fantastic. And I come back, all of a sudden there's this new grill scraper pad that's just sitting there. I'm just like, okay, cool, whatever. And she runs back there and goes, I brought that back here so you can make it look even more shiny. I'm like, one of these days. Hey, Justin, good job on the grill. Why, thank you, Mary. Maybe we can get along one of these days. Ha! Nope. So I'm just sitting there just going, you know what? Whatever. Okay, cool. Thanks. Like, she's always fishing for compliments. Like, always. Like, I remember this one time I worked, and I told her I really didn't need help, but then it started getting really busy, and so she came back here and, like, started helping me and stuff. And at the end of the rush, she's like, it's a really good thing that I came back here, isn't it? I'm like, yeah, it is. Like, I didn't even want to thank her at that point. I was just like, really? You have to fish for compliments? Like, are you kidding me? And it was just such a ridiculous night. But anyway, let me get to the kind of the climax of this story. And kind of the more funny part of it is, like a week later, it was another Monday night. It was either Sunday or Monday. And, like, I had to sweep the kitchen. I had to sweep and mop it. And basically, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to move the sauce drawers so you could like sweep under it and mop it and stuff, right? So I'm sweeping away. All of a sudden, she just runs back there and pulls it out and just goes, "Remember to get under here." And I was just so fed up at that point. I turned to her, and as calmly and as nicely as I could, I basically told her to fuck off. I was like, Mary, you need to understand that I know what I'm doing. You just need to back off, okay? I need you to understand that I've been working these for a while. I know what I'm doing. I don't need you on my back 24/7. And she already knew that I was feeling like crap because I was sick. And so I was not having it all. So I was just like, Mary, I just need you to back off and leave me alone and just basically know what I'm doing. And the thing about this woman is she loves to apologize a lot. Over and fucking over. And it just gets so irritating at some point. I'm just like, okay, I don't need you to apologize 24/7. But the funny thing is, it worked. She left me alone for the rest of the night. And more further night shifts down the road. And like, she would like always radio in, just like, be sure to leave the gates open when I already knew that. And she would, and it was just, I'm just like, holy crap. Did that actually work? Holy shit. So, yeah. that's basically the story on how I told my night manager basically to fuck off and leave me alone. And for some reason, this lady likes me. I don't understand it myself, but I go along with it. And I'm pretty sure that I have other stories that I can tell about her, and many other stories involving other people who have worked with her. And like, oh yeah, I definitely have some more stories, but I'm gonna leave them for another episode. If you guys want to hear more about this crazy manager, be sure to hit that like button and let me know in the comments below. This video is already getting too long, but anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next story time or a video or live stream or whatever. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.
Side.